Hey, and welcome back to another video in the AI Shorts video series. Today I'm going to look at another application of GPT with a writing prompt, and specifically it's going to be a script. So it's kind of a fun one. I don't know that any of you teach theater out there or anything like playwriting, but this is a great example of using it to produce something that maybe has some value to us as a creative tool or as a demonstration tool for students in our classes. Even if you want to do some experiments with writing in some new ways, you could definitely use this as an opportunity to figure out if there's a value of its use in your class. So let's take a look at that use now. All right, so to get started, as you're familiar with by now, you know the interface here of GPT. So just like everything else we've been doing in terms of our writing prompts, we're just going to put it right here in this window. So for this one, I'm going to ask, now, sometimes I put in things like, could you please? I guess I'm just trying to be polite. I realize this is a bot. It's not a sentient being, but I will sometimes put that in. But basically you could put, write me a script for blank. So in this case, I'm trying to think of the type of script that we want to write. So I'm just going to try this episode similar to Seinfeld, but is focused on the controversies between the characters related to theories of postmodernism. This is going to be crazy in anthropology. So this is kind of a real thing based on one of my graduate programs I went to at Rice. And so when postmodernism and anthropology came out in the late 1980s, it was certainly controversial. So what I want to check here is to see, can GPT, I know it can write a television episode, but can it connect Seinfeld to, these particular theories which are abstract in anthropology? And I thought of this because there's, on one of the sites, I want to say on Twitch, there is a 24/7 AI-generated Seinfeld with kind of pixel blocky characters, and I think may have gotten taken down for some time, but let's just see if this actually works or not. Okay, and one of the things you're going to notice here is that when you write these, sometimes it'll take longer. I don't know if that's because the AI bot is working or if it's just high usage on the site. So let's see here. So far we have the characters. We have Jerry and Kramer. So as I was working on this response from GPT, or I shouldn't even say working, some of the times doing these operations, you feel like you're not doing anything other than putting in a prompt. But GPT started generating this, and then it got to the bottom and it said failed creating response. So all I did was I went back in and I hit regenerate, which the button is down here. And as you can see here, it's creating an entirely new version of that same script. And so this is the second rendition. As you can see, it has the characters correct. So it has Jerry, Elaine, Kramer, and George. And as you can see in here, they're putting in the things I asked for, which is postmodernism. And specifically, they make it sound kind of like Seinfeld. And once again, it says there's an error generating a response. So I can only think that maybe this morning or afternoon as I'm working on this here in March, it could be the case that the site is really taxed and there's a lot of people working on it. But in any case, what you could see is using a credit prompt like this, you can actually get a fairly interesting response that is going to actually combine or synthesize two entirely different fields of concern, in this case, the TV show Seinfeld and theories of postmodernism and anthropology. That will be it today here, looking at the short example of script writing in GPT. As always, reach out if you have questions, and I'll have additional videos in this series.